Hey, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Ooh, I hit the right buttons. Hey, I got my engineering coaching hat on today. So today I want to reflect on. I was listening to a podcast called the Add Value to Entrepreneurs with Robert Peterson the other day. It was actually a couple days, and I saw the sticky that I had written, just things that caught my mind. And he was talking to Micheal Silvers, and they were talking about you need three coaches, three coaches, if I can use my fingers right, three coaches, two mentors, and one mastermind. And I wanted to reflect on that, share a little bit, a little retrospective, because this is retrospective Thursday on the concept of these coaches, mentors, and mastermind. And to be honest with some of the things I'm creating for my coachees is a little bit of all three. And want to chat with that about share myself. I'm going to reflect on what I've done in the past and what I'm looking to do in the future. And if you need anything, let me know. And again, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today we're going to talk a little bit about coaching. So what are we doing with that? We want to bring more value to our customer, not work as hard to get that value to the customer, and have a little fun along the way. And reflecting this morning, I started a little bit of accountability coaching with one of my coachees as part of one of our OKR sessions, one of our masterminding sessions. And he had asked about a wake up call at 5 a.m. in the morning. And it was interesting. Well, I'm up at 5, so I'm like, I might as well. So it was interesting that in this accountability, so this is like an accountability coaching example where he's texting me or I'm texting him at 5 a.m. in the morning to get up. And I might offer this service to people that join our Slack channel if they're interested in it. If there is any interest in the 5 a.m. wake up call, let me know. And we send like inspirational messages like what's the goals for the day, what we're going to work on. And it kind of inspired me a little bit. So when I do this coaching, it's not only for the coachee, it actually inspires me and pushes me along too. And being that coach, you get better at what you do yourself. So it's improvement two-way street there. So reflecting on that, and then the business. Talking about engineering, as I've been an engineer, talking about agile coaching. Part of what I'm doing is so here's the three coaches they say. You need one for accountability, you need one for business, and you need one for your mindset, a personal trainer mindset type thing. I've done all three. I've participated in all three, and I'll agree. If I had to now, when you get to a higher game and you're making millions of dollars a year, maybe you get all these coaches at the same time. Sometimes you just what I've been doing, my own reflecting is, and I'm going to use the word season, and I am not a fan of the season, but everyone else uses season. Sometimes your coaching season changes as you need it, and it's okay. I had a mastermind coach, Todd Burrell. It was good, doing the mastermind and mental coaching, did accountability coaching. Some were better at it and some were not. It depends what you get and what you do. And then the business coaching. I've had coaches that coach me on agile, coach me in engineering, coach me in other things, coach me in football, coach me in sports when I was in high school, and coach me in other sports that go along and watch other coaches, right? So there's that coaching part. Then they have two mentors, and what they talk about the mentors is having somebody who is further along on the journey than you. These are the mentors that have experience in different areas that could bring value. For example, I've been doing project management, program management, agile coaching, agile business for over 30 years. I've done pretty much everything. A lot of things I haven't done yet. I'm still learning, by the way. There's an endless supply of learning on this from different mentors and different people. But then you provide that mentorship for questions they haven't, things they've done, share those lessons learned so that you're not spending as much time learning all those things when someone else did it and they could say, well, if you do this, this is probably going to happen. Or when I did something similar, this is what I encountered, right? And just sharing that for you to reflect on how you want to take and absorb or not absorb what your mentor provides you as guidance. Now, don't be surprised if you ask for that mentorship guidance and you don't follow it, and then you go down the same rabbit hole that they don't come back and say, "Told you." You got to be open for that. I told you, or I experienced that, or maybe you get past it. Maybe you do something different that passes that mentor. And then one mastermind, like we created this mastermind group. I mean, when I do my coaching program, I do all these things for my coachees. So they get coaching in particular skill sets. They get the mentorship from my experiences, and we do the OKR mastermind group, where it's a group of people that are in the agile field. This is the mastermind I created, that they share things in concept, throw out ideas. They're not working on the same thing, but they just throw things, have conversation, and stuff blossoms from that conversation. The chat GPT conversation that came out of that conversation. Um, Scott Sampson, who's going to be next. Well, I recorded an interview with him yesterday. I'm going to post that up later today. He's doing a 5 a.m. Mester Scrum meetup session on May 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he's going to do his session. That came out of the mastermind. Things that just come out of this mastermind ideas. I said, well, why don't you use my show and we'll put you on the meetup group and you can present your topic. And, he leveraged that to get another speaking engagement, and then it's multiplication factor. So these are the kind of things when you look at all three things. Now, can you do all three things at once? Maybe. If you're really high performing, I would say, yeah, that would be like if you're entrepreneur, got your business and you're cranking it out, having the 3 coaches, 2 mentors, and a mastermind is probably a pretty good idea. There's not a multimillionaire out there that I don't hear that hasn't been on a mastermind group before or isn't a part of one, to be honest with you. And they just throw ideas and they just talk about it and things just gel. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes the mastermind doesn't work for you. But what I would offer from a reflection for myself, I look at what do I need for my next level. I look at um, what do I need coaching in? What's the next market or skill that I'm going to be doing that I'm going to need some help on, that if I get a coach or a mentor or a mastermind in that area, can that get me there quicker, right? So I don't have to bump my head every minute of the day. So I'm reflecting on which coaching I just had. I recently just finished some coaching with some marketing stuff. I had a coach that gave me a program on how to do this and do the marketing, and still looking at some other people now. There I have one-on-one because it's sometimes you want that personal touch to understand what's going on, to have someone to talk to and share some ideas. Then sometimes you just watch a podcast or listen to a podcast, right? Watch a video, sign up for some of these free sessions that are out there. Watch the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. Go to a meetup group like the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum meetup that we do every third Wednesday of the month, which we are going to do the first Wednesday after come June. I'm going to lay out a program that's more open and have more opportunities for people to present and share their thoughts to help them grow in their business or what they want to do. Just share back, get feedback on their thoughts and ideas. Sometimes that's what the mastermind's about too. You just throw an idea out and you get feedback from other people in the agile group. It works out pretty good. But I wanted to say it's time. Do a little retrospecting on yourself. Where do you want to go in your career? What do you need? Do you need 3 coaches? Do you need 2 mentors? Do you need a mastermind? Maybe. Maybe it's time to look at that. Maybe you don't need all of them at the same time, but maybe you need to get a new coach or a new mentor or join a mastermind to try it out for a while. It doesn't hurt to try things out. Like I set up my program. Like if you get your certification, what do you do next? In my program, I stretch out over 6 months. So what you pay for a certification for a couple days training, I spread out over 6 months, and you get a little bit of everything. You get a little mentorship, little coaching, a little bit of the mastermind, and learn what it's all about, and then grow from there. My heart doesn't break if people go find another coach or another area that they want to grow in, Maybe it's entrepreneurship. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a different mastermind. But you should reflect on yourself and do a little self-retrospective. What do I need at this time? Do I need a different coach? Do I need a coach about accountability? And I think it's funny that we do that. It's funny. It's helping me as much doing the 5 a.m. calls. Do I need a business coach or a technology coach or something that's more into the craft that I'm working on? Do I need a mindset coach? Do I need something to get my mind in the right realm? The other day, part of the interview, we talked about meditation. Maybe you need a meditation coach just to get that mindset ready. It's a great practice to have. It's discipline. It's hard to get there. Those are the kind of things that those mindset things, repetition, accountability, the craft that you're in, depending on where you're at. So do some self-reflection. Look at that. Look at the mentors. Is there people you can mentor? Someone presented something and I'm looking at them as a potential mentor. I haven't figured out how I want to do that. I got to get some of the stuff done and I got to get done. But it would be a next phase would be nice to have this person that I saw and what they present and what they offer from a business. Maybe I should ask them if they would be a mentor of mine. I got to be ready to pay for it, but maybe I'll ask. I said, well, what would you charge? To be that mentor or to help them out with what they do and just learn from them. Sometimes if they do sessions or trainings, I'll just go and I'll help you out. I won't charge any money, just so I can learn from what they do and how they set things up to learn their way of doing it, so that if I'm going to do something similar, I don't have to repeat that. And then the last one's the mastermind group. If you don't have one, you can join one. You can text me, send me a message at connect at 5 a.m. Mester Scrum or Greg Mester at 5 a.m. Mester Scrum or LinkedIn or whatever social media. If you want to join an agile mastermind, you're more than welcome to join ours. It does cost money. It's not free because there is labor that goes into it and organization and activities that go into it. But maybe there's another mastermind. Maybe you create your own mastermind. We'll see. Anyway, it's coaching. I got my engineering coaching hat. And there's another one, Happy Engineer. I listened to that. So add value to entrepreneurs is a good one. And the Happy Engineer, if you want to get some coaching podcast stuff, is pretty good. There's a bunch of ad ones. But those are two that have been popping up, and Spotify's driving me nuts lately. But anyway, look at your coaching season. What coach do you need next? Where do you want to go? Look for a coach or mentor that will help you in that next level that you want to achieve, whether it be in your company or external to your company, maybe a business, maybe something, maybe exercising, maybe something like that. You just want to learn a little bit to get to the next level. I'm still using stuff I got coached when I was in high school about working out. And actually one of my coaches inspired me to work out more. So a little sore today, but that's what you do. You push the envelope, right? It's the only way to grow. So I want to share that with you today on Retrospective Thursday. Again, this is part of our new program where Monday is Metric Monday. Tuesday is 2 for 1 Tuesday, where we're trying to double and 10x our work. Wednesday is We Team Wednesday. Thursday is Retrospective Thursday. Friday is Fun Friday. We do the fortune cookies. We do some fun stuff. And then the weekend is gross personal stuff. My mentorship group, our mindset group, our mastermind group, typically would meet on Saturday. We're going to meet on Monday. Got some conflicts. Everyone's busy doing some things and close out our quarter. So they'll plan a little bit of everything. So think about all those things. Think about coaching. Like if you were to look at the 3 coaches, what coach do you need now? You want some mentors. They said get 2 mentors. That might be overkill. I think at least one mentor is good. And then, but they might have 2 different areas. And then, a mastermind group. So you can just throw out ideas and just share and help contribute to other people's ideas. So think about that for this year or for this retrospective. Do a little self-retrospective on where you want to go with that. And don't forget, you can always sign up for the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum coaching program. Right now, it's really cheap. It's $1,000. which is dirt cheap. And as soon as I finish my coaching session on marketing, it's going to go up in price. Anyway, I want to wish you all the best. You have a great day, and happy scrumming. Go figure out what you need from a coach or a mentor or a mastermind, and have fun. Take care. Bye. And if you don't have one, create one.